and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Emmy and I make sewing and fashion related content if that is your thing. It is officially August, which means it is Halloween officially. And time to pick my Halloween costume. To give a little background on things, I started a tradition, and by a tradition I mean I started this last Halloween and it was really fun. It is where I pick an iconic character from a classic horror movie and I recreate the character the best I can, and I do a photo shoot themed around that character. So far I've only done Drew Barrymore's character from Scream, and then I've also technically done Friday the 13th, but I don't really count it because I didn't theme it around a character specifically. I just did kind of like a Friday the 13th vibe. I also did that last year, kind of like a two deal. Yes, all of the hair is pink because my hair is pink. It's not like an exact representation. I do pink hair. That's part of it. It's still me. But let's get into what I have chosen to do this year for my costume. And that is Saw. Specifically Amanda Young from the first Saw movie when she's in that reverse bear trap. Now, the outfit is pretty simple. The biggest challenge is going to be the reverse bear trap itself. Halloween is in a little over 2 months, so let's not waste any more time and get to the assembling. Okay, so I am in fact cheating a little bit. I ordered the already 3D printed pieces from Etsy, from somebody on Etsy. If I remember, hopefully I will link. I'll put the link of who or where I bought it from in the description. Now, I have seen people make this all the way from scratch from cardboard, which is really impressive. I didn't know how much time I would have to actually work on this, and I didn't want it to look like garbage and be rushed. So I opted for this option of the pieces already being made. In fact, in like 1,000 like little pieces. Let me show you. I put it in a Ziploc bag. Oh, yeah, you see that nail broken? I broke it opening the box. I guess that's my karma for not making it from scratch and buying it. So that's my, I broke my nail. I know, I get my nails done soon, so you don't have to look at these for much longer. It's made of a bunch of eeny weeny pieces, so, and it did not come with any directions. Not that I was gonna actually read them, let's be real. Though it does look pretty simple to figure out from like the pictures on the Etsy page. I think I can figure it out. Alright, we're on the floor now. I'm going to try and show you the best I can me assembling. If you can't see what I'm doing, I apologize, because I'm just going to be here struggling. Alright, I got the whole thing assembled. I actually had help from my dad because it didn't look complicated at first, but I don't know if it was me or like the actual 3D printed pieces were not fitting together properly. And then my dad saw me struggling with it and offered to help me, and then he made it way cooler. Let me show you. He added all these screws and bolts, so it actually looks way cooler and actually holds together way better than it did before. is still a little fragile, I will say. I can't like drop it on the ground because I'm pretty sure it'd fall apart. If any of you guys were curious what kind of glue I used on here, it is an epoxy glue, 2-part mixed glue. So now that it's fully assembled, it is time to get into painting. I'm going to use a primer to prime the whole thing so paint sticks to it, and then I'm going to use like a texturing kind of thing. I watched a few videos on actually priming 3D prints and painting them, and this came up a lot. It's Rust-Oleum primer. It's like spray paint. I got it in this gray color. I don't know if this is actually Bill Wright stuff. I just know that this came up a lot in painting and priming 3D prints for paint. I could be completely wrong here and this might fall off. After I prime it, I think I'm only going to do 1 coat of primer because I'm going to be painting all over this whole thing, kind of like to texture it. And then I'm going to use my airbrush to airbrush the whole thing. It is now, actually today, September 1st, which means we have 2 months till Halloween. We are switching to voiceover. I am just spraying on the top coat. I only did 1 coat, 2-ish, like 1.5. It was super duper windy, so it wasn't really sticking really well. I even had to move my camera to make sure that the paint didn't get on my camera. But I went around, did all my coats, let that dry. I let it sit overnight before I did anything. Once it was all dry, I saw some stuff was like loose and I didn't want it to fall off or like mess it up when I painted it. So I took my hot glue gun and just hot glued any like loose spots or like stuff that I don't think the paint would stick nicely to. To make the texture on it, I used baking soda and paint and mixed a 1-to-1 ratio, and then I just used like paintbrushes to mix that on. Struggling to get the baking soda open. Second. And then I poured that out half and half to mix that together till it's like kind of a paste. I'll link a video in the description on how I got the ratios. I forgot to film most of me painting this, so here's me mixing it. It is very late at night when I'm doing this. It's like midnight. Here's the texture, like a paste kind of, more on the wet side, I would say. And I just covered the whole thing in that. I did about like 2 or 3 coats. Then we moved on to airbrushing. I used like this really orangey color, and then I went in with a more darker brown color and just like went in between the two till I had a good ratio of that. And this is the next day. I had to let it give full 24 hours to dry before going in with the airbrushing. I had the picture in front of me of what it looked like to kind of get the thing. All right. Here she is, painted and airbrushed and all that. I didn't do the underneath that great just because it was on the thing. I might go back and fix that, but for now, here it is. I didn't paint the part where my face actually goes because you can't really see it, and also I don't really want paint where my head is, like my face. But I think it turned out really good. But now it's on to the part that I actually think is going to be super duper easy. It's why I saved it for last. So the hard part is over. The mask is complete. Should I put it on my head? Guess I should. Okay. I really don't want to put it on my head right now. Ignore my hat here. Okay. When I put it on my head for like real in pictures, I'm going to have a wig on. It might pull my hair a little bit. Oh. Can you hear me? This is sick. It's perfect. What's the back look like? Am I in frame? Oh, okay. Okay. On to the next part, the outfit. In the movie, she's wearing a purple shirt, black skirt, fishnets, and some like kind of spiky accessories. But the real thing we have to focus on is the top. It's purple, but it has the sleeves kind of cut and then like reattached in a weird way. So that is like what we're focusing on. I actually have a purple top, so I'll go get it. Alrighty, I got this, just like a plain purple stretchy long sleeve shirt, and I think in the actual show she has it, the sleeves are cut and like strapped to her arms with like red, I guess, ribbon or string, like they're strapped. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Make an attempt. But I'm going to cut the sleeves half off, so they're still like attached at the bottom. And then I'm going to cut the neckline off, and I'm going to crop it. The skirt is pretty simple. I just have a plain black skirt, and then fishnets, and then shoes are a question mark at the moment. I don't know what shoes I'm wearing. I actually think I might wear these ones. And then I'm going to get some spiky accessories. I don't know if she wears spiky accessories actually. I have to go back and look. That is what we're working with. That is like finishing details, and then we'll be ready to do the photo shoot. Alright, it is currently way later than I want to admit. Yes, I'm doing a face mask and my hair is in a curler. Besides the point. Oh, my wallpaper is falling down. Anyways, it is currently 3 weeks till Halloween, 2 weeks, but I want to get the photo shoot done this week, which means we're finishing touches. Got the shirt on, time to cut it. I'm gonna cut it while I'm wearing it so it's like in the proper place. In the actual movies, the actual sleeve is all the way off, but I don't want to risk losing the sleeve or it not being able to attach right, so I think I'm going to leave it like attached a little bit underneath. Alright, I think I might crop it a little bit, but it's already kind of cropped. I have to see what it looks like with the actual skirt on. Okay, I'm going to fix that and then be back. Oh! I didn't realize how close I am to the fan. Alright, I finished cutting it. I finished cutting it off camera because I had to take it off. I ended up just cutting the neckline off, like the finished neckline hem, and then also the finished hem of the bottom. I didn't crop it too much because I felt like it was a little too much and it needed all cut off. The shirt is basically already in shambles. Here's the sleeve arms. It looks really weird, but that's like just how the shirt is. It's just like ripped up. But here's it with the skirt on. Ow. Here's it with the actual skirt. Let's put Amanda here for comparison. Pretty good. I do have like the fishnets that she was wearing and like all the other accessories. I'm not putting them on right now, obviously. But we have the outfit. The only thing left to do really is do the pictures. I'll come back to you guys when I'm actually doing the photo shoot, I guess. Okay, here's the full outfit together. I just have black socks on. Here are the shoes I'm wearing. I don't know what shoes she was wearing. I think they're boots. I didn't have any. I thought this wig was more brown. It looks like it's more black. But I think we're pretty good. I added some blood. I'm about to go take my photo shoot like in a couple minutes. I'm about to leave. I'm going to this abandoned building. I'm excited. Okay. The honors. I haven't put it on yet with the full outfit. Okay. It might take a minute to move. Oh! I can't see really well. Okay. It might take a couple minutes to like move everything around, but what do we think? I think it looks amazing. I don't know how well you guys can hear me with this on. I'm out of breath. Oh my god, setting up. I was like, we're maybe leaving in a couple minutes. I'm gonna take it off so that you guys can hear me, but the finished look, the back, is none of my business. I don't know what it looks like. Okay. Ooh, there's probably makeup stained in here. Actually not. Okay. Oh, I'm out of breath from setting that up. We're leaving in like 5 minutes. Not like 5 minutes, soon. I wanted to get all that done so I could talk to you guys before I leave. I think I'm gonna bring my camera and stuff with me and film a little bit while we're there. It's raining and stuff, so I wasn't even sure if we were gonna be able to go today, but we're filming, or we're going to this abandoned building to do the pictures, so it should turn out really cool. The finished product will be on my Instagram, tagged below. I have hair like stuck to my face because the bangs were too long in the middle and not at the sides, because I don't like what I was doing when I was cutting the bangs, but like here we are. Let me know what character I should do next Halloween. Okay, we're about to go to the building to take the pictures. About to go out like this. And my painting actually made it a lot stronger because it was really flimsy before. But okay, we're doing that, and I'll film some of the process, and some of it, I don't know how much of it I'll film actually, but I'll bring you guys with me. But let's go there now. Hello, voiceover me again. We were in the car on our way there, and it started to torrential downpour, and I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to take the pictures because it was raining so much. But perfect timing, the sun came out enough and the rain stopped that we were able to take pictures. But here's me, very sad that it's raining. I'm very nervous that I'm not going to be able to take pictures.
What? Oh, back here.
Yeah.
Dark and
What do you think? Did you take pictures? Oh, this is sick.
We're gonna take a good look at them.
We're gonna get asbestos. And then there's also out there if it's too dark in here.
That's what they are outside. I think here's one.
Yeah. Bamboo. That's crazy.
Share.
that is the end. I just got back from doing the whole photo shoot at the abandoned building. I did try to film as much of the process as I could. I'm gonna put in as much of it that is usable. I did film, it started to rain, like downpour on the way there, which I'm so glad it brightened up just in time to do the photo shoot. So the pictures turned out amazing. By the time I'm posting this, the finished product will be on my Instagram, which I'll be linking in the description, and I'll put the handle somewhere on the screen. That is all. Please comment below if I should do any other characters or if I should make anything else of this nature. This is my first time doing something like this, so this was really exciting, and it turned out pretty good. I'll also be putting some extra behind the scenes and things on my TikTok, which will be also linked in the description, and I'll put it here. It's the same name. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I had a lot of fun making it, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you in my next video. You can go check out my other videos. There's not that many yet. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye. Whew. Finally.